last few months since I was clear, and it's just that everybody, not everybody, but every man, the possibility of prostate cancer is so strong. I mean, I don't know how many of you are prostate people. I know one or two are, but so do you want to have on it? That's a good idea. Go and get tested. Don't take any notice of these people on the telly that say, "Oh no, it's a bad idea." All they're worried about is the money that it's costing them to test everybody. There should be a national screening program anyway, and they're doing. Oh, see that one when we're finished. We're a peak too early. Which was another thing with the prostate cancer, but we'll not go into that. And it's the thing is, it can happen to you. And my story is that I was having my annual review, my birthday present from the local doctors, and I said, they took blood, and I said, well, you're on, can you take a PSA one as well? Yeah, no problem. So they did, and they come back, and I think it was it 14? 14? No? 18. That was close. And the worried faces, that's right. Doesn't sound very much to me, that. And I said, I've got absolutely no symptoms. I go to the toilet all right. I have no bother. I hope you don't mind me saying this, my darling, but I was sexy. It was quite good. Thank you very much. It was for me. I don't know. I was having a whale of a time. But, and just as I've got no symptoms, and it doesn't seem a very big number, is it? Yeah, can you? Oh, I think you should have a biopsy done. Well, I had one of them done 10 years ago, and it was awful. I says, I don't really fancy that very much. But they've got a new way of doing it now, and it's super. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. They don't shove things up your bum anymore, which is nice. I'm not having it shoved up your bum. But anyway, the crux of the matter is I had no symptoms, I had no idea until I had this PSA test. And if I hadn't asked for that PSA test, I would still be unaware that I had prostate cancer. Instead, I'm clear. That's the difference. Because if I hadn't had that test done, it might have gone on and on and on. And it might have been another 4 or 5 years, I might have been still having problems. I'd go to the toilet and things like that. And by then, I would imagine it's probably too late. And we don't want that. So I know a couple of people have come up to us since I started doing this and said, "Oh, I've had a test done, and I've got early stages prostate cancer." And I says, "Well, early stages is great. That's not a problem. They'll get rid of that. They can do that." And another guy came up with us. He says, "I've had it done, and I'm clear. I've got no cancer." I says, "That's great. That reassurance is as good as anything else, So anyway, that's that. All men have a PSA test if you haven't already had one, and make sure you get one done, because too late is no good, Anyway, we'd like to start. We'll try some singing. This is where Sammy switches the video off. This is the one that we would normally start a set off with. It's got a great chorus. It's a John Denver song. One or two people have seen us before, and you'll know this one very well. There is a storm across the valley, the clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on the the fire softly burning, the supper's on the stove. There's a light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Oh, it is. Sometimes the so far seems like a long lost friend. And hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell them. How do you spend your time? What's the latest thing the neighbors say?